Picture this. You're 70 years old. Two people the exact same age sit side by side. One is full of life, taking morning walks, laughing with grandchildren, cooking their own meals. The other spends more time in hospitals, struggles to walk across the room, and feels exhausted most of the time. What makes the difference? Both are 70. Both have lived through the same decades. Yet their paths forward look very different. Is it pure luck? Is it genetics? Not exactly. Science tells us that there are 7 powerful clues, backed by decades of research, that can predict how long you're likely to live after 70. These clues are surprisingly simple, but they reveal a lot about how your body and mind are aging. And here's the exciting part. Once you understand these clues, you can actually use them to extend your healthy years, not just your lifespan. So let's dive into the 7 science-backed clues to how long you'll live after 70. And we'll start with one that doctors now call the 6th vital sign. Clue number 1, walking speed. Narrator: the very first clue is your walking speed. Yes, something as simple as how fast you walk can be a powerful predictor of longevity. In fact, many researchers now call walking speed the 6th vital sign, right alongside blood pressure, heart rate, and temperature. Why? Because your natural walking pace reflects the health of almost every major system in your body. Your heart, your lungs, your muscles, your nerves, and even your brain all work together when you walk. If you can walk briskly and naturally, it usually means these systems are working in harmony. The research. In 2011, a landmark study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association analyzed data from over 34,000 older adults. The result? People over 70 who naturally walked faster had a significantly higher survival rate than those who walked more slowly. It wasn't just a small difference either. The researchers found that for every increase of just 0.1 meters per second in walking speed, the risk of death dropped by about 12%. That's huge. Why walking speed matters. So what does walking speed actually tell us? It reflects your muscle strength, how well your body supports you. It shows your lung capacity, how much oxygen you can take in and use. It reveals your heart efficiency, how well blood is pumped through your system. And it even signals your brain health, since coordination and balance are key to walking smoothly. In other words, walking isn't just about moving your legs. It's a full body performance test, happening every time you step out. A real-life example. Imagine 2 men, both 72 years old. Oliver walks briskly around his neighborhood, covering 2 kilometers in 20 minutes without breaking a sweat. Charlotte, on the other hand, takes twice as long to walk the same distance, stopping frequently to catch his breath. Even though their ages are identical, their bodies are telling very different stories. Science suggests that Ramesh has a much higher chance of living well into his 80s or beyond, simply because his walking speed shows his body systems are stronger and more resilient. What if you're a slow walker? Now, you might be wondering, if you walk slowly, does that mean you're doomed? Absolutely not. Walking speed is a clue, not a death sentence. It's like a thermometer. If your temperature is high, it signals something might be wrong, but it doesn't define your future. Similarly, a slow walking pace is a signal that it's time to pay attention to your health and maybe make some changes. How to improve it? The good news is you can improve your walking speed by working on the systems behind it. A few small daily habits can make a big difference. Walk regularly. Even a 20-minute daily walk at your own pace builds stamina. Strength training. Simple exercises like squats, calf raises, or using resistance bands improve muscle power. Balance training. Yoga, Tai Chi, or even standing on one leg for a minute a day helps your brain and body coordinate. Consistency. The key is not intensity, but showing up every day. Over weeks and months, your pace naturally improves. The emotional side. Think of it this way. Your grandchildren call out, "Grandpa, come play cricket," or "Grandma, come chase us in the park." If you can get up, walk briskly, and keep up with them, you're not just adding years to your life. You're adding life to your years. That's what walking speed really measures. Not just how long you'll live, but how fully you'll be able to live it. Narrator transition. So, the first clue is simple but powerful: your walking speed. It's the silent reporter of your overall health. And now, let's move to the second clue, one that might surprise you even more. It's hidden in the strength of your hands. Clue number 2, grip strength. Narrator, engaging, conversational tone. Our second clue is something you might not expect: the strength of your grip. Yes, that simple handshake, or the way you hold a cup or open a jar, actually says a lot about how long you're likely to live. Researchers now consider grip strength one of the most reliable indicators of overall vitality in older adults. Why grip strength matters. You might be wondering, how could something as small as hand strength predict lifespan? Here's the science. Grip strength isn't just about your hands. It's a reflection of your entire body's muscle strength, your nervous system's efficiency, and even your overall energy levels. When you squeeze something, you're using dozens of muscles in your hand, wrist, forearm, and shoulder, all powered by signals from your brain and spinal cord. So if your grip is strong, it usually means the rest of your body systems are strong too. And if your grip is weak, it may signal declining muscle mass, reduced nerve function, or even chronic illness. The research. In 2015, a massive study called the Pure Study followed more than 140,000 people across 17 different countries. The researchers found that weaker grip strength was strongly associated with higher risks of heart disease, stroke, and early death. To put it simply, grip strength turned out to be a better predictor of mortality than blood pressure. Think about that. Doctors have always measured blood pressure to gauge health, but grip strength outperformed it as a long-term survival indicator. What weak grip predicts. Weak grip strength doesn't just predict lifespan. It predicts quality of life. It's associated with a higher risk of falls. It signals reduced muscle mass, known as sarcopenia, which can lead to frailty. It's linked with slower recovery from surgeries or illnesses, and it even correlates with cognitive decline in some studies. In short, your hands tell a bigger story than you might imagine. The good news: grip can be improved. Here's the hopeful part. Unlike genetics, grip strength is something you can improve at almost any age. Some simple ways include grip exercises. Use a soft stress ball or a grip strengthener, squeezing for 10 to 15 reps at a time. Weight training, lifting light dumbbells, carrying grocery bags, or doing farmer's carries, holding weights in each hand while walking. Everyday activities, gardening, cooking, even kneading dough, all build grip naturally. Body weight moves, push-ups against a wall or countertop, or hanging briefly from a sturdy bar if you're able. You don't have to become a gym fanatic. Small, consistent actions are enough to keep your grip, and by extension, your body strong. The emotional angle. Think about independence. One of the greatest fears many people have about aging is losing the ability to take care of themselves. A strong grip helps you dress yourself, cook for yourself, hold your grandchild's hand, or even write a letter. A firm grip is more than physical strength. It's a symbol of autonomy, resilience, and connection. So, the second clue is grip strength, the hidden window into your body's overall power. It tells us how much reserve energy you have left for the years ahead. And now, let's move to the third clue. This one shifts from the body to the mind, because living longer isn't just about muscle and movement. It's also about how sharp your brain stays. Clue number 3, cognitive sharpness. The third clue is all about your mind, your cognitive sharpness. We often focus on physical health as we age, But research shows that your brain's vitality is just as critical. Mental agility, the ability to think clearly, remember things, and solve problems, is a surprisingly strong predictor of longevity. Why brain health matters. Your brain isn't just for remembering names or dates. It controls every function in your body: movement, digestion, heart rate, hormone balance, and even immune response. Studies suggest that seniors who stay mentally active tend to live longer and maintain better physical health. It's not just about avoiding dementia. It's about keeping your nervous system, organs, and muscles coordinated and responsive. The research. One of the landmark studies comes from the Rush Memory and Aging Project, which followed over 1,400 older adults for more than a decade. The findings were striking. Participants who regularly engage in mentally stimulating activities, like reading, puzzles, or learning new skills, were significantly less likely to die prematurely. Another meta-analysis of multiple studies found that cognitive decline often precedes physical decline. In other words, a sharper mind can protect your body as well as your life expectancy. Brain health and physical health connection. Here's a fascinating fact. Cognitive sharpness isn't just a mental thing. It impacts your body. People with faster reaction times and better memory tend to have lower risks of falls, better balance, and even stronger immune systems. Your brain and body are deeply intertwined, and keeping your mind active helps your body stay resilient too. The emotional angle. Think about it. Your brain allows you to plan trips with friends, share stories with grandchildren, or solve small challenges in your daily life. Maintaining cognitive sharpness isn't just about living longer. It's about enjoying life fully. A sharp mind allows you to stay independent, make decisions confidently, and continue pursuing passions and hobbies. That's why this clue is so critical for anyone over 70. Clue number 4, social connections. The fourth clue is both surprising and beautifully simple: your social connections. Yes, the relationships you maintain with family, friends, neighbors, and even your community play a powerful role in how long you'll live after 70. And the science behind this is truly remarkable. The research. Loneliness and social isolation are not just emotional experiences. They are serious health risks. In fact, studies show that chronic loneliness is as dangerous as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Think about that. Feeling socially isolated can increase your risk of premature death almost as much as one of the most well-known killers in the world. A major review of 148 studies, covering over 300,000 adults, found that people with strong social ties were 50% more likely to survive over a given period than those who were socially isolated. That's an incredible statistic. A story example. Let's consider two seniors, both 78. James lives alone, rarely calls friends, and spends most days watching TV. He feels lonely, and even small illnesses take longer to recover from because he lacks support. Linda, on the other hand, hosts weekly dinners for her friends, joins a local gardening club, and calls her grandchildren regularly. She laughs, shares her worries, and has a strong sense of belonging. The research predicts that Linda is not only likely to live longer, but also to enjoy a higher quality of life in those extra years. She's less stressed, mentally sharp, and physically active. Science meets emotion. Here's the beautiful part. Social connections are not just about survival statistics. They give life meaning. They make laughter louder, challenges easier, and milestones more memorable. Think about your own life. The joy of holding a grandchild's hand, celebrating a birthday with friends, or sharing a story over tea. Those experiences don't just make you happy in the moment. They actively add years to your life. An important note. Social connection doesn't mean you have to be extroverted or constantly surrounded by people. Even a few meaningful relationships, people you trust and love, are enough to make a significant difference. Quality over quantity is key. It's also about being socially and emotionally engaged, not just physically present. Meaningful conversations, mutual support, and shared experiences are what count. Clue number 5, sense of purpose, ikigai. The fifth clue may surprise you. It's having a sense of purpose. Scientists have discovered that the people who live longer aren't always those with perfect health, wealth, or genetics. They are often the ones who have a reason to get out of bed every morning. In Japan, there's even a concept called ikigai, which roughly translates to reason for being. People with ikigai wake up excited to face the day, pursue meaningful activities, and remain engaged in life. And studies show they live significantly longer than their peers. The research. In a famous study conducted in Okinawa, Japan, a region known for its high concentration of centenarians, researchers found that residents with a clear sense of purpose had a longer life expectancy and lower rates of cardiovascular disease. Another study in the U.S., published in JAMA Network Open, followed over 6,000 adults over 14 years. The results were striking. People with higher purpose scores were 2.4 times less likely to die during the follow-up period compared to those with a lower sense of purpose. Simply put, purpose is not just a feel-good concept. It is a scientifically proven predictor of longevity. The emotional impact. Beyond physical health, purpose brings emotional richness. Imagine waking up each day knowing that what you do matters. Whether it's making someone smile, creating something beautiful, or supporting a loved one, that sense of meaning fuels resilience. People with purpose recover faster from setbacks, handle stress better, and maintain high-quality life even in old age. In fact, studies suggest that purpose may even protect against dementia. Older adults who feel they have direction and meaning tend to perform better on memory and cognitive tests. A story to remember. Consider Naomi, age 78. After retiring, she felt lost for a few months. Then she started volunteering at a local school, teaching children how to read. Within weeks, her mood improved. She slept better, and she felt energized to continue daily activities. Over the years, she remained active, mentally sharp, and socially connected, all thanks to finding a renewed purpose. Purpose literally adds life to your years, not just years to your life. Clue number 6, lifestyle habits. The sixth clue is something we often overlook, your lifestyle habits. Even after 70, the daily choices you make, what you eat, how active you are, and whether you smoke or drink, have a profound impact on your longevity. And the science behind this is both clear and actionable. The research. Numerous studies have shown that lifestyle factors strongly predict lifespan in older adults. A 2018 study published in the American Journal of Public Health analyzed thousands of participants over 70. The findings? Non-smokers live longer than smokers. People who maintain a healthy weight and ate a balanced diet lived longer and had lower risks of chronic diseases. Those who exercised regularly had better heart, lung, and muscle health, and even lower rates of cognitive decline. In fact, people who followed just a few simple healthy habits, non-smoking, moderate alcohol consumption, regular exercise, and a nutritious diet, could extend their life expectancy by up to 10 years compared to peers who didn't follow these habits. Key lifestyle factors. Let's break it down into the most important daily habits for longevity. Exercise. You don't need to run marathons. A brisk 20 to 30-minute walk, light strength training, or yoga can improve heart health, muscle strength, and balance. Exercise also keeps the brain active and helps fight depression. Diet. Focus on plant-based foods, lean proteins, whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats like nuts and olive oil. Limit processed foods, sugar, and excessive salt. The Mediterranean diet, in particular, has been linked to longer, healthier lives. Avoiding smoking and excessive alcohol. Smoking accelerates heart disease, lung disease, and cancer. Moderate alcohol intake, if any, is key. Excessive drinking reduces life expectancy. Sleep. Quality sleep supports recovery, hormone balance, and memory. Seniors who sleep 7 to 8 hours consistently often experience better health outcomes. Stress management. Chronic stress is a silent killer. Techniques like meditation, deep breathing, walking in nature, or engaging in hobbies can reduce stress hormones and inflammation. Why habits matter after 70. Many people think that after 70, it's too late to change habits. The truth is exactly the opposite. Research shows that adopting even a few positive changes at this age can still have a significant impact on longevity. Walking regularly for 20 minutes a day can reduce the risk of heart disease and falls. Adding a few servings of fruits, vegetables, and fish weekly can lower inflammation and protect against cognitive decline. Light strength exercises improve muscle mass, balance, and bone density, crucial for independence. So, small daily habits truly add up, even in your 70s and beyond. The emotional angle. Lifestyle habits are not just about adding years to your life. They are about adding life to your years. Imagine being 75 or 80 and still enjoying a walk in park, preparing meals you love, play with grandchildren, or traveling without fatigue. Healthy habits give you the energy and freedom to enjoy those experiences fully. It's never too late to start. Even simple steps, like taking a 10-minute walk, swapping soda for water, or practicing gentle stretching, can create a positive chain reaction for your health. Clue number 7, resilience against illness. And finally, the 7th clue, resilience against illness. It's not just about avoiding sickness. It's about how well your body bounces back. Seniors who recover quickly from injuries, infections, or surgeries tend to live longer and maintain a better quality of life. Resilience is like a hidden strength. It combines a strong immune system, mental determination, and the ability to adapt to challenges. The research. Studies have shown that older adults who recover faster from hospitalization or chronic conditions have significantly lower mortality rates. In one study published in the Journal of Gerontology, researchers found that seniors with stronger recovery responses had a survival advantage even if they experienced serious illnesses. It's a simple concept. Life is full of stressors, from minor injuries to serious health events. How your body and mind respond to these challenges is a major predictor of how long you'll live. Resilience is more than physical recovery. It's the courage to face challenges, the confidence to keep going, and the strength to stay engaged in life. Seniors with resilience aren't just living longer, they're living better. So, let's recap the 7 science-backed clues to how long you'll live after 70. Walking speed. A brisk pace shows strong muscles, heart, lungs, and brain. Grip strength. The power of your hands reflects overall body vitality. Cognitive sharpness. A sharp mind protects your brain and body. Social connections. Meaningful relationships extend both life and happiness. Sense of purpose. Having a reason to get up every day adds life to your years. Lifestyle habits. Healthy eating, exercise, sleep, and stress management make a huge difference. Resilience against illness. How well you recover predicts both longevity and quality of life. Each of these clues is backed by decades of research, and together, they form a roadmap for thriving after 70. Remember, it's never too late to start. Small, consistent changes in your lifestyle, mindset, and social life can add years and joy to your life. So, which of these 7 clues do you already have in your life? And which ones are you inspired to work on starting today? If you found this video insightful, hit the like button, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe for more science-backed tips to live longer, healthier, and more meaningful lives. Final visual ideas. Montage of active, happy seniors hiking, painting, laughing. Animated overlay of all 7 clues with icons, walking, hands, brain, heart/network, compass, fruit/exercise, shield for resilience. Text overlay. Live longer, live better with uplifting music. YouTube CTA animation for subscribe and notification bell.